Oh, here, yeah. Here. Take a mic. Take this mic. Take that mic right there. There you go.
I don't want to take any of his mic.
How long have you been
everybody!
Martin Short, everybody.
Paul Schaefer.
Thank you.
Kevin, you gonna buy a beaver?
Well, I would, except that I featured so much on the show. Transfer to another, that's great. Bouncing around already. Good evening, everybody. Hi there. Hello to you at home. Welcome back to the Late Night Playset. Tonight is Tuesday, July 22nd, 2025. My name is Jay Ryan. I'm here with the crew. So far, we've got several guests this evening, none of which are here, so we are just going to begin with a little chat, you and me. The comments are open, so if you're watching live on YouTube or Facebook, please chime in. The show is always better when you participate at home. Beyond that, our guests this evening. Thanks for being here before I get my tongue twister out. Marco Gerace from TLG. He is he's a mechanic, to put it very mildly. He is an expert engine builder, Porsche race cars, does prep, takes care of yellow car, makes sure yellow car is always available to hit the crest and or the United States.
That's me. Getting on the Facebook.
Nice.
Getting on the Facebook.
Producer's here too. That's the good news. That's the good news is sometimes she's not here right away, but she's here right away. There's Ariel. And then who not here in the studio with us, hiding behind the chair.
Ooh, our feed is a little fuzzy. We got some blur on this main cam.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Maybe I'm not here. Did I?
That
this
one looks good.
Oh, here we go. Let's.
That's
Yep, it's me though.
Whoop,
It's me.
that one.
There he goes.
Oh.
Let's grab a focus on all these cameras, shall we?
Focus up.
Since we're here, there's you.
Hey.
Hi. Marco Gerace from TLG. So if you've got Porsche questions, by all means, send them in this evening. Jump in the chat. Also, joining us a little bit later will be Joey the Stiglette Andrews, who is a Mazda factory driver. Started a 10-year-old eating oatmeal up at GVBC, up at Newcomb's Ranch with his parents, driving their Boxster up. And he got into like video games and then sim racing. And then he got into go-karting. And then he was like dominating all these different little things. And then he gets into real racing. He got a ride in real racing. And now he won the Mazda shootout. So now he's a Mazda factory driver for them.
Yes.
It's really, really cool. And he's having a very interesting year. So he'll be here in a little bit to talk about that.
He also, on his car, has a little ode to Nicole, which is really beautiful.
Yeah, well, his car, for one, is numbered 111,
Yeah.
which is pretty cool. And they did yellow accents on it and put Nicole's name on the passenger side on the roof as a tribute with a heart. And it's
Beautiful.
it's emotional. It's emotional. Approaching a year on that, by the way. This may be the last time we're here before that year is up.
Yeah, probably.
I was talking to Manuel before the show about it. I am in a weird place about it. I feel like she's pushing me, so I'm pushing myself. Not to get over it, but to do things.
Yeah.
And I'm not good at that. I don't like it. I typically self-soothe. I don't like it.
Get it. I feel like a lot of my grief has pushed me forward.
Yeah.
Because it's like, well, when Nicole died, it was like, well, she's not fucking here
Right.
to yell at you and cheer you on. So
Oh, so you're doing it?
you got to do it yourself. And
Oh,
you
I
gotta
have to do it.
for her.
Yeah.
And then, now with Tilly, like I started dancing again after my accident, which was very scary to come back to. And I'm having to really temper myself.
But this is your friend who was just killed in the hit and run, and
Yeah.
that was your motivation to get back to it. So this is somewhat similar.
Yeah.
Wow.
So I've kind of taken the grief and taken those emotions and used it to just be like, well, they don't have a fucking choice. So you have to do the things that you want to do because they can't. So
In this case, Tilly and Nicole.
yeah, it's a double fucking whammy. But one is N and one is T, so I feel like I have my little auntie on my shoulders.
That's hilarious.
I think they would both think that's silly and dumb and delightful.
Yeah, but I mean, instinctually, I want to say, oh, that's a stretch. But truthfully, that's the world I live in, that weird kind of, magical world.
Yeah,
I guess. I miss her. I didn't want to switch the studio around for ages because. And I'm so glad we did, because now it's different and it's not the same, and I'm not having that same thing every time. I'm still having this thing every time. But whatever. So almost a year. So what? I'm totally tongue twisted tonight. Perhaps it's not enough coffee. We'll
Woo, shake it out. Shake it out.
handle that. Perhaps it's not enough water. We'll handle that. Why maybe not be here next week? Our friend Paul Kennel is going in for surgery. Remember? He was here talking about his bone cancer in his hip, and we looked at the x-rays and we looked at all of the medical 3D imagery of what they were going to replace on him after his 15-hour surgery. So he's going in on next Tuesday, the 29th, and I'll be there for that. So we have a feeling, unless this goes swimmingly well and we get out early, which would be great.
Yeah, imagine.
We don't imagine we'll do a live show next week. We will put a show up. Our producer just decided right before, and I think she's very right. And it'll be a best of from the early years, one that I think everybody will be really happy about. So look for that next week. 512, still just me. All right, there's other things on here we can talk about.
too.
Sorry. There's a lot of people here, but no show people. New podcast. Jay's hosting a new podcast.
Yeah, tell
Co-hosting.
us about that.
I'm excited about it. I'm a little nervous. Trying anything new is a little nervous, nerve-wracking for me.
Yeah.
But I really like. I'm excited about this because of what it is. When we were up in Astoria, Oregon, I'm not wearing the shirt today. Finally a show without the Goonie shirt on. Met a guy named Brandon, and he is BC DeLorean, British Columbia DeLorean, on all of the socials and Instagrams and stuff. He's got about over 100 car collection, mainly movie cars, some replicas, some screen used, really cool stuff. And he's an awesome guy. He's a screen accuracy expert and an authenticity expert. And he's very, very qualified to host a podcast about movies, is what I'm trying to get to here. So together, we are going to start a new podcast called A Blockbuster Year. And it's going to be a series, and we're starting with 1985 because a lot of our favorite movies came out that year. And then when we looked at what else did, there were so many. There were so many from 1985. We were blown away how many of our favorites. So we're starting there. Going to get through as many as we can in the first series and see if you all like it. And then there'll be other years. If this goes well, we'll see what happens. It's going to be me and Brandon. We are going to dissect whatever one movie each week, whatever it is. We're going to get into the production and the release of the film, and then how that film has impacted culture. We think most of them will be one part. Some of them might be two parts because they're bigger movies. Some might be three parts because of who will have participating in those episodes. So I'm really excited about it. It's nice to be doing something new. Brandon is an excellent person. We hit it off immediately. He and his father, Kevin, they own that collection together. They kind of manage it all together. They even have an Optimus Prime, the truck, the Transformer truck that we grew up with as kids. They even have that. The screen-used Mirth? I don't know. What's the name of Wayne and Garth? Wayne's World. What was their car? It was a Pacer, remember? Whatever that is. They own the screen-used one, and it's at the Peterson right next to the Time Machine.
Fun.
Yeah.
Mirth.
Frank,
I'm gonna look it up. It's my job.
what did the three wise men bring to Jesus? I'm asking the wrong person.
I'm a
Gold.
Jew,
Oh,
buddy.
myrrh.
Myrrh.
Myrrh. I don't know what myrrh is either, though. 9/11. Hey, what's up? Billy's here. What is up? Nice to see you, man. Thanks for participating. Welcome. Mirthmobile? It's Garth is his real name. Anyway. I don't know why I'm killing time. What do you want to talk about? Somebody chime in.
Wow. Okay. Yeah, Mirthmobile.
TH?
MIRTH Mobile.
Okay.
It's a powered blue 1976 AMC Pacer.
That's right. And it's got a licorice dispenser, and it's got all sorts of other things
That thing
inside.
is rad. It's got the flames on the side.
It does.
Like real cartoony flames.
Yes.
Yeah, that car is rad. Love that.
So the funny thing, and obviously we'll cover this on podcast, but since we have nothing but time, 5:15 here in the PM, coming up on, wait for it, 5:16 here in the PM.
5:16, everyone.
Pacific
I gotta work
Daylight
out. Now that I'm
Time.
looking at this fucking arm, I'm like, now that I'm, gonna be pulling again,
Oh.
arms are gonna be looking better.
Oh,
Sorry, y'all are looking at a flabby arm.
I don't.
So strong. Ooh. Okay, looks good there. I gotta get my muscles back,
How long's it been since you danced? You were rear-ended, what, 6 months ago?
7 months ago.
7 months
so I was rear-ended at the end of January, right as the fires were still ablazing.
Oh, that's right.
Yep, and I just joined a new studio, and I had gone a couple times there, and then boom shakalaka, and your girl there were many days that I wasn't even walking.
Speaking of which, look who's here in the chat, Matt Riddle. Yes, the Mirthmobile, and you just did his podcast this week, didn't you?
I did just do his podcast.
Last week? Just came out?
It just came out today. Yeah, it was a great conversation. Matt is fantastic, and we talked about Fuck Like the Movies and driving and meditations and cars, which all of us are familiar with, those moments of clarity in the mountains. So
He's a good dude.
He's great. I mean, we just go off on... We were immediately right into it. He asked how I pronounce my name, and all of a sudden we're in a cultural conversation, because that's just how we roll.
Yeah, but like one of the things you compliment about sensitive men, like men who are not afraid to, get emotional or whatever. Matt's one of those guys. Matt's very in touch. He's very emotionally intelligent. He's very in touch with his own sensitivities. Mm-hmm. And it's one of the reasons I feel like anytime I talk to him, it's a safe space. Like you don't need to, there's no pretense.
Yeah, I mean, when you're a coach, and a lot of coaches don't do this, which is why I'm always reluctant to use that term, even though I'm certified and qualified that way. But a lot of people don't have that training, don't have that natural ability. And if you are anyone who's holding space for another person, you really need that level of emotional intelligence and the ability to hold space and create a safe space for someone to be vulnerable. And that's hard.
Yeah. Well, unless you're naturally that way, in which case then you just do it for everybody and they take it for granted. Billy says, just here to harass Marco. I know.
Great.
Sorry, buddy. He'll be here soon. He said he'd be here by 5:30. Night Rider historians. Okay, you guys. First of all, you're awesome. You guys are awesome. You sent the most beautiful gift, that the license plate for the car. We opened it on the show the other day. Everything was great. But when we did the quality control pass later on, we realized that the microphone went out for all of it. So you can kind of hear it ancillarily, and you certainly see me displaying it and saying all the nice things that I was trying to say about you guys. But you couldn't really hear any of it, so I'm sorry.
Do it
You need to
again.
close caption. I know. Re-unbox it.
We have time. You know what we can talk a little bit about?
Sure. David Bird is here. Here, I came in for the time. Thanks, David Bird.
Hey, David. Welcome.
And look at this, the gun show. That was talking about your arms.
That's right. That's right, Dave.
I love you guys.
We
Love you
love you
back. What can we talk about?
So the other thing about 1985 is that's the first year that cars can come into the gentleman's drive this year.
Hey, good for you. Excellent. Very
Yeah,
good. Okay.
yeah. So
Talk about the gentleman's drive.
Sign up at thegentleman'sdrive.com with your 1984 or earlier. Come cruise with us. We're going to be in the Malibu Mountains as we always are. I need sponsors. I need volunteers. And we need to raise a shitload of money this year for Movember, y'all. We've gotten to just about $50,000 so far. And I would love to raise $25,000 this year. That would be fucking cool.
Absolutely.
So let's do that, LA.
Let's do that.
Let's do that. I mean, we're a huge city with dope cars, so all of you should join, and people should sponsor because I can't go out of pocket, and I shouldn't have to.
I think personally that you're going to do fine this year. I think last year,
Oh, I did nothing last year.
Well, but you remember why.
Yeah, I was deeply mourning.
Yeah, Nicole had just died.
Yeah,
like a week before.
We're just gonna show the fuck up, and that's that.
Yeah.
But it was so locked in from the previous years and all the work I had previously done that it
worked.
It was fine, and I felt so. I mean, I have this video of driving over Mulholland the morning of, and Candid. What is that? Candied something? The Jamiroquai song. Got candied in my heels tonight, baby. It's
That's familiar.
Nothing left for me to do but dance. These bad times I'm going through, just dance. Yeah.
Napoleon Dynamite.
Yeah.
Ah,
the Napoleon Dynamite song.
thank you. I knew it was
So,
familiar.
I have this like visceral memory of driving in that morning, and for whatever reason, I'd never taken Mulholland to get to our starting location, even though I know I could, but I think I was always just so in like, gotta get there, gotta
Refresh
whatever.
my memory. Didn't we start off of Mulholland?
Not directly off of
Oh, okay,
Mulholland,
okay.
but yeah, in the areas like you can take Mulholland to get there.
Okay.
And so, and I'm being vague
In
because
my-
I don't give out the location unless you sign up.
Oh, amazing. Thank
Yeah.
you for telling me that so that I didn't accidentally do it.
I also might be shifting locations a little bit. I've reached out to one of them, so we'll see.
Well, that's good.
But in any event, I just had this like incredible memory, like full body memory of driving in the MG over Mulholland. The song is playing, and I'm like all dressed up, driving on the way, and I just felt so supported, and I was so light in that moment, which previous years I was like, the first year, of course, I was like nervous because I'm like, this is all on my own, and I got 40 old ass cars. The second year was a little bit
You
more
didn't have to keep them running.
No, but it's still, my first rally outside of organizing a shoot where I have police and permits and
You feel
PAs,
responsible for
I
everything.
was fully responsible
Right,
for everything.
okay.
The second year was like, okay, I know a little bit more. I know what I'm doing now. It's a new location. This time I was like, we're starting in the same place. I'm not worried about a fucking thing.
Yeah.
I got the people. Everything is good. I can cruise. And it was such a beautiful moment. And then the drive was just so wonderful last year, and the DGR team showed up.
Huge.
And they were swirling around us, taking
Yeah, that was
care
awesome.
of us, managing traffic, and
They,
it was like
they escorted us through everything.
yeah, and it was just I felt so supported as the person running this thing. It was just incredible, and coming off of everything with Nicole while in the middle of grieving everything, it was just like this light, loving, and I'm sure I had a conversation with her on the way there too.
Right.
And it just felt so great and so supported, and so I just have this video of filming Mulholland. I don't think you could get the song, but I remembered the other day what song was playing, so I gotta share that video. But anyway, yeah, it was pretty amazing.
I had a blast on that. I'm looking forward to doing it again. And those the DGR guys, Distinguished
Yeah.
Gentleman Rider, the motorcycle people were really fun. They were so fun, like you said, them zipping around, but also they were just really good at it. They were like motorcycle cops.
Oh, for sure, because they've been doing it for 10 years
Right.
themselves with the sheriff. So the sheriff's department, which one of them, unfortunately, there was an accident and one of them wound up having some major surgery afterwards. They were doing a fundraiser for
Not
them.
on our thing.
No, at DGR.
Oh, on the rider. Okay.
Yeah, it was one of the guys that goes ahead to clear out traffic so that we can come through.
Right.
We were like 550 bikes. It was extraordinary. But unfortunately, he got hurt in that process. But the team has been so used to seeing how this is done for years that they just like jumped right into it.
I'm sorry to cut you off.
Yeah,
Night
yeah,
Rider
me
who's starting to
too.
say, I guess that means I just need to send you more goodies to unbox.
Do it.
I guess so.
Whoops.
I guess so. Everything will go on the car, as you know. I'm going to go down there next week and put that plate on.
Fun.
In fact, I have to talk to our friend tomorrow.
Yeah.
And let's
Oh,
see.
we
Brian
can
Mayfield,
watch
looking good tonight. Sorry, I have missed some good vibes as of late. You know what? I have too, Brian. Or I've been getting there late lately. Real life's been getting in the way. It's weird how that happens because for a long time it was our priority because me getting Nicole up there was my priority. And now that she's not there, you know, and there's a lot of other things going on, there are some Fridays where like, oh, I've got a work thing or a conference call or whatever,
Yeah.
and I can't get up there till later. So
I feel that too.
there are a couple other things that happened in the news that we should probably talk
Yeah.
about. One of which,
Oh.
hello? Hello? Marco's here. One of which is Ozzy Osbourne died today.
Yeah.
I know.
Fucking legend.
Legend. Yeah. We knew Jack a little bit through when he was first diagnosed with MS. Nicole was talking to him.
Yeah.
Not very well, obviously, but and then our friend Mike Liam knows him as well. They train together and do
I was trying to
physical
think of
things
who it
together.
was. I was like, we just had somebody on
Yeah.
the show who was really close to Jack.
Yeah, they went like he tried to see if he was whatever. They went ice climbing and
Yeah.
waterfall climbing, and then they
And then
went
they did like a rescue mission
yeah.
wherever.
Some other part of the world. And then I did a Scream Awards one year with Kelly Osbourne, and she was delightful. She was absolutely delightful, and I'm just so sorry for the whole family and for their loss. This is a cultural loss. It's a big one.
big
I didn't
one.
even like. I'm not even a Black Sabbath fan, but like the show and just him as a character throughout pop culture, it's crazy.
The impact of his presence on our culture is it's unsurpassed. He is one of the modern people who have truly shaped our culture.
Yeah, and it's funny because like I said, I don't even know or like his music that much.
Yeah.
Mama, I'm Coming Home, I know that one, but
Yeah.
it's the least Ozzy Osbourne-y type of, you know.
Yeah.
And then the other one is the cancellation of Stephen Colbert, and I don't want to get into the politics of all it, but why it's significant to us is that he will end the franchise. Why does that matter to us? Zoom out. We are sitting in the furniture that won, the set that won an Emmy for the inception of that franchise. This is the first Late Show set. So the fact that we're also witnessing the last one, Marco just got here and everybody just rushed out of the studio. It's just us. What should we talk about? So sad that Ozzy has left the living. Totally agree. Although he was the Prince of Darkness, Ozzy is amazing. I agree. So maybe he hasn't left us. He's just transitioned. It's hilarious. Our first guest is getting situated in the green room. So yeah, I don't know. Shout out to Stephen Colbert. It definitely seems like there's something more going on than what was put in the press release.
There's obviously.
I won't comment on that, but stay tuned because I have a feeling the next 10 months of Stephen Colbert. I don't watch that show. I've not historically been a giant fan, being such a Dave fan, but I guarantee you the next 10 months are going to be must-see TV. I know it's another network, but
Yeah, he's fantastic.
they went off the rails last night already, and the people that are showing up to support him, it's pretty crazy.
Yeah.
Should be interesting to see where he lands. The landscape is changing, but I don't think it's going away like people say it is. I have a weird feeling about that. I don't know if we're turning to state television or what it's going to be, but I don't know. But I have a feeling that we haven't seen the last of any of these people or any of these shows.
You want me to bring on Marco?
Sure. 5:25. Whenever he's ready. I mean, let him go to the bathroom or whatever he needs. It's hilarious. It's hilarious. He's here. What's up, buddy? How are you?
Good. How are you,
We've just been shooting the shit while you're
good.
Yeah, you're here for the real show. Have a seat.
Okay,
I'll
good.
bring this over for you.
I gave you bad intro music into the mic.
Yeah, that's right. Oh, I forgot. Yeah, that's right. There you go. Is that okay?
Yeah, it's fine.
You looking at it real sus though.
I don't know. It's like above my head.
Yeah, but it's not in your mouth like you're making it look like it is.
How are you?
I've missed you, man. You've been busy as hell lately. I don't know how much of it we could talk about.
It's all. I guess it's all on the table at this point.
Really?
Sure, why not? I mean, if I'm gonna
Let's
talk
start
about stuff.
I saw you at Chuck Miller's thing, and then I saw you
Yep.
at the shop the other day.
Yep.
But are there changes afoot for you?
Many changes.
Okay.
So we've been in the same place for 30 years, same building.
Yep.
And we should have moved 15, 20 years ago. About 10 years ago, before my dad passed away, we had started looking. Then he passed away, so that shit goes on hold, you know.
I don't think
It's
I knew
just
that.
like, what?
I didn't know you were. I didn't know this was in the works that long ago.
Oh yeah. Because the discussion. So, we moved into this building in 87, 88, something like that. I was 7 years old. So
But was that the first?
this is the third location.
Oh.
Yeah. The first location was on the corner of Coldwater and Moore Park Street in Sherman Oaks.
Yeah.
So it used to be a Go-Low gas station right next to the Little Brown Church. This is totally inside baseball for the locals, but
I used to date a girl who lived right at that corner, and there was a little dry cleaner place right on the southwest.
there's an Arco station. There's like some sandwich shops and stuff, and then there's the Landmark building.
Okay.
And then there's a market across the other corner.
Okay.
So the Landmark building was the gas station.
Okay.
And in 1979, it went up for sale. And my parents had just opened the shop. They'd been there 9 months, a year. And, they couldn't afford to buy anything. They couldn't afford to buy food. So buying property in the valley even then was impossible for them.
Right.
So my dad moved the business up to Sherman Way, around the corner from where we currently are. So it was like at Sherman Way and Fulton. And we were on Sherman Way proper, like a couple streets east of Fulton. And we had like 4 of the bays in like a 6-bay shop row.
Okay.
But he realized he was paying, Main Street frontage for a business that didn't require Main Street frontage, And so he, in, 87-ish, so it had been about 7 years, he found the place that we're currently in. And they moved. So that's 3.
So what is that? 30 years? No, 28.
About 30 years.
Whoa.
Like just shy of 30 years. Yeah. So I grew up in these walls, and I am just done. You got to move away, man. You got to spread your wings and fly.
Well, and your dad passed away at this place. So any move from here on is now Marco's business.
It'll be wholly my own. Yeah. I don't say holy, but wholly my own. Yeah, it's it all rests on my shoulders. But I mean, the reality is it's been mine since he passed away. All mine since he passed away. 10 years.
It has been 10 years?
Just about 10 years, yeah. It's 9, So we had...
I can't believe we know. That means we've known. We met right after your dad died.
Yeah, right about that time.
What the fuck?
Yeah, Armando had just come to work with me.
Yes, brand new.
Yeah, he was real fresh. Real
He was
fresh.
a kid.
Still is, man. I mean, he couldn't drink legally in the state of California when he came to work for me, which is wild to think about, And here we are. Now he's married, 2 kids, owns his own home, has a career path, is very good at what he does, and I am grateful to have him.
Big deal.
But just things change. It's cycles or whatever. I've been through many cycles in this building, neighbors and whatnot, and it's just time for a change. It's just time for a change.
I mean, it's probably that's a life thing, right? That's a life thing.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
where,
You just got to leave the nest.
Yeah,
You know?
we were just on that before you arrived. How I didn't want to make changes in here because it's Nicole of it all, right?
Mm-hmm.
But then you force yourself, you get over the hump or whatever, and then you're always kind of glad you did.
Well, so in that same vein, obviously, I lost my wife a couple years ago, and I was content to live amongst her things in an unchanged environment. it was comforting for me. I don't know
Is
if you
there
can
a
relate
time
to this.
frame
Well,
on
so
this?
here I'm gonna watch what I come up with.
Okay,
This is
got
really
it,
good.
got it.
So it was. I was in. Some people are quick to just shed whatever and move on. That's not me. I like things to stay the way they are. Once I get comfortable, I don't want things to change.
Yep.
Jesus, sorry.
No, it's good.
I,
It's probably somebody.
that's my father-in-law. He's watching my daughter.
Do you want to make sure everything's okay?
No, he's fine. I'm just
Okay.
gonna get rid of this phone.
Okay.
That's hilarious. You don't want to be tempted again?
Nah, I don't want to hear it.
Fair.
So how long can this be, really? So anyway,
Well,
so like I said, I was content to live amongst her things. It was comforting.
Yeah.
It was as though she was not really gone. But I also knew that, like, eventually I'd have to come to terms with this stuff. But I didn't know what to do with any of it, right? I mean, her clothes, her stuff on her dresser, in her dresser. You know, I mean, I have like this much of the closet, right? But so now it's like very empty. But what happened was the fires, and my wife was a rabbi in Altadena, and the temple burned down. And
Where we had your wife's when Aimee passed away,
Yeah.
where we had her service is gone.
it's
off the map.
completely gone,
Yeah.
like erased, right? But so were the homes of some of the congregation, and it felt right at that moment. I like knew exactly what to do with the stuff. Like I just donated everything to the congregation.
wow.
Everything that like wasn't of extreme sentimentality, like clothing and whatnot, you know, that wasn't given to her sister, her mother, her best friends, went to the congregation. You know, and there were things I saved for my daughter, her wedding shoes, her wedding dress,
Wow.
so on and so forth. But like, that was the change I needed.
And then did you
What a
feel
mitzvah.
lighter? How did it affect you?
There's a lot of space in that closet, man. Like,
Yeah.
you
So
know.
convenience has improved.
Make a little
Well-
podcast booth.
Yeah, right. Yeah, just put some padding on the walls, and there you go. You know, I don't
Easier
know.
said than done.
I think it was good more for the
Folks probably.
kids than for me,
Okay.
because you know, it was a long process. Amy's illness, you know, and so like, we lived the whole thing.
Oh, focus.
Focus.
Oh my gosh! Thank you so
You
much.
must fuck us.
I know.
Focus.
Did
Fuck
wait,
us.
Did I ever tell you that story?
No.
I used to work with a DP who was from another country, and he would say, fuck us, we're shitting."
That's amazing. I like that. I haven't heard the second half of that, but
fuck us, we're shitting. I guess he would have been Scottish. Is that
Did I ever
Scottish?
Yes,
teach you
sounds
the?
Scottish.
Did I ever tell you the cleaning my sheets story with my dad? He was when my dad is Israeli,
Okay.
and when he started dating my mom, she called him up and she said, "Oh, what are you doing?" He was, "I'm cleaning my sheets." She's like, "What? I'm cleaning my sheets. What the fuck are you talking about? My sheets, I'm cleaning my sheets, you know, on the bed." And she's like, "What?" And eventually they got around to he was cleaning his sheets.
his bed sheets.
His bed sheets, not his shits.
I mean, it's a very fine line.
Fine line.
You know, as we age.
Yeah.
There are definitely new problems.
Yeah. Oh, boy, are there
My
ever.
hair grows at ridiculously different lengths for the gray hairs just go whoop.
You don't get to complain because your hair grows.
I see.
Mine just goes this way. There's nothing here. It's just here.
So if you let it grow, you'd get the Larry Fine, basically,
Oh God.
from the Three Stooges.
Yeah, it's not that bald on top, but it's trending.
Trending.
It's trending that direction.
Well, it's a lot. It's a lot.
I find that a bald head is good for me.
Do you buzz? Do you do it all yourself, or do you go someplace?
I like honestly,
Yeah.
I go to.
Yeah, you
I mean,
like-
I cut my own hair for 20 years.
Right.
Like, I'm done with that shit.
So you enjoy the luxury of having
Bingo.
somebody else.
For me, it's an escape. It's my, you know, I live a very busy life. I have 2 young children who are constantly on my arms and legs and ears and whatever. And so if I get an hour to myself to just go to the barbershop and get like a shave and a cut,
it may as well be a massage for you.
same.
Wow.
It is.
Okay.
It's self-care.
100%.
I have that conversation with parents all the time because there's a lot of guilt that's involved with like going and getting your hair done or going to a massage or a yoga class or to work out or whatever. A lot of parents struggle with the guilt of like, but I got to be there. I got to be with my kids. But you have to fill your cup up. You have to take care of yourself. And going to get a shave, going to get your hair done, like all of those things are really important for you to be able to show up for your kids or your partner or your whatever.
100%.
So good on you. I love
Took
that
me
you
a
did
while
that.
to figure that out, though.
Everybody.
You know,
Yeah.
a lot of therapy there.
Yeah, so that's interesting you bring that up because I haven't done any yet official real therapy. I talk to a friend about 12 hours a week who helps me through my shit.
Of course. Yeah.
And that sort of has been my therapy, as well as talking to friends, coming down to your shop. Every time I come down to do a car thing, we end up shooting the shit about life for an hour, and I leave feeling better.
Good.
You know, I don't know if you're such a great therapist or just the fact that there's somebody else who went through it. Maybe both.
Kind of a little bit of both. I mean, it's life experience, you know? I mean, there's a
Yeah.
lot of that involved in it.
But this one is so severe that I feel like I need a therapist wouldn't do it for me because I need somebody who's been through I need somebody who went to Nam.
Well,
I'm a Nam vet, and I need somebody who was there, man.
funny
I just
story.
met with mine right before this.
Oh, you mean you went to therapy today?
I just got a new therapist. Today was our first session.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Yeah.
But for the purposes of losing a spouse, forgive me, I don't mean to make
No,
light
no.
of your situation. I'm not trying to
I'm
minimize
just
that.
I'm just promoting therapy.
Oh, right.
Excellent. I fully support that.
More examples of people going to
Yeah.
therapy.
Yeah.
That's it.
Well, my therapist, turns out, while I was going through this with Aimee, has been going through it with his wife.
No.
Yeah. Unbeknownst to any of myself or Aimee, after the fact.
So you had what I'm talking about. You had a
But
therapist.
there
who
was no
is-
way for me to know it at the time.
What the fuck?
Bro, it was wild when he's like, I don't really talk about this because it's not my place to like put my stuff in here. He goes, but I understand your feelings and I have a different perspective because I went through it. I said, what? And it was almost like step for step what I went through with Aimee. He didn't tell me until after her passing.
Wow.
But it was quite interesting. So first of all, he saved my marriage because we
Couples
went to
therapy.
him for couples therapy. Aimee and I were having some trouble, and she gave me the ultimatum: it's either go to therapy or we're getting divorced. And I'm like, I'll go to any therapy you want. I'll do whatever to keep this marriage together because I love you and I love our children and I want what we've got.
Right.
So I put in the work.
Beautiful, by the way.
Yeah, that's that
Gorgeous.
willingness. The willingness is what makes a difference.
You have to be willing,
Yeah.
otherwise, forget it. But he saved our marriage. He gave us the keys that we needed to make it work, right? And then he was there for the whole, cancer and passing of my wife. And
Cancer, getting better from cancer, cancer
all of
getting
it,
worse
the
again,
whole
like
thing.
roller coaster.
Yep, he went through it with his wife.
What
So-
the heck?
Talk about luck of the draw, right?
Yeah.
No, really,
It's
I mean,
crazy.
People are
because then
putting
I'm reaping the benefits of that too because you're going to him and
I'm
you're
a filter.
paying it forward to me.
Yeah, and I'm just merely filtering through my observations and experiences, but still ultimately the things that he's given me, I'm passing through. So I'll be expecting a check for.
Oh yeah, I'll just send it over to him directly. How's that?
You know what?
No big deal.
I just
I have
mailed
a
him a
question
check.
for you.
Sure.
Was he the first therapist that the two of you found, or did you go through a vetting process?
No.
a good question.
So Aimee was in her own individual therapy. I had previously gone to my own individual therapy early in our relationship for something completely unrelated. But that had run its course for me, and she was ongoing just as part of her, I want to say clerical, but it's not clerical, it's like for clergy.
Yeah. yeah.
To like shed all of the stuff that she took on from other people.
Absolutely.
She went to therapy. See, that's why I was looking at it, man.
I'm sorry.
I'm just kidding.
He's always considered.
You know, yeah.
Don't be a nudge.
I can't help it.
No dick.
So, when things went sour for us, or were rocky for us, rather, her aunt recommended this person. And we went to him, and it just kind of worked. So it was kind of one and done for us. But that was just very fortunate, just luck of the draw, like I said, you know.
The reason I ask is because a lot of people assume that you just look somebody up and like, boom, that's my therapist. But it's like dating. Like
It's a vetting process.
Yeah, you
gotta
really
find a
have
match.
to find the right match because you can find someone that has all the accreditations, they're the best at everything, but unless you actually match as humans together, you're not going to get anywhere. You're just not going to be able to do the work that you need to do in therapy. So that's why I ask if you looked at multiple people. But,
I think it depends on how honest you are with the situation, too, because a lot of people want to go to therapy to say that they're going to therapy. And
well, that's a different.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
But then they're going to, I mean, I know a lot of people who are very open and honest about the fact that they lie to their therapist because they don't know what to talk about. And I'm like, you're doing it wrong. I don't even go to therapy and you're doing it wrong.
You know what? If they were with someone who they really deeply
Correct.
connected with.
So that's yes,
Yeah.
to your point.
Yeah.
Two things. Number one, we actually went to an intimacy therapist.
Great.
Early in our relationship because there you go. But it was sort of like this bell-shaped curve. Like, your shit was hot and heavy, and then it tapered off, and we wanted to get back to the hot and heavy. And so, we did that,
Yeah.
and then we had 2 kids. So it
So it
worked.
worked.
so it worked.
Hi-oh.
Yeah. So that was another thing. Like, it was just part of the process of being in a relationship.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, and I guess we sort of got off topic.
That's okay. There
Right on
isn't
topic for us.
one. Whatever.
Yeah.
We
But
roll.
to go back to where we started, it's time to move.
Yeah. So
Yeah, it's time to move my business.
can you say how close you are to that process?
I can't actually. I
Okay.
mean, I've been.
Looking.
Well, I have been in. I'm going to say negotiations for a place for the last 3 months.
Okay.
I have an architect because the place is going to require a build out. Okay. But there is a process involved that I can't talk about publicly yet.
Yep.
Yeah, it's a substantial move for me and for the business, and I foolishly recently did a huge purchase of parts. So I now have to move that, then
I thought
move
you were
my business.
downsizing.
Shut up. I have a problem. It's a real problem. But it's one of those
We
things
talked
where
about it the other day. You were downsizing.
the parts that I'm purchasing are too good to pass up. Really,
Oh, that's
just
what it comes down
old
to.
vintage stuff, motors, transmissions, sports seats,
Hell yeah.
bumpers, NOS lights, housings, dashboards, things you use to build cars. So it's kind of the last hurrah.
Right.
I've known this guy 45 years, my whole life.
Uh-huh.
He was one of my dad's first clients.
Wow.
And I've been watching his hoard for years. I've been picking at it for 30 years, and so it's mine now.
Does he have cars with you too? Is he a Porsche guy?
He has many cars, but they're up in his place. And
I
they
see.
don't move.
I
and
see.
Eventually, they will be for sale, but now's
I
not
see.
that time.
Yes, I
He's
see.
kind of shedding his things, and he's moving away from his current home to, the desert where everyone goes when they get old.
That's right.
Because it's dry heat.
That's exactly right.
My knees don't hurt as
It's
badly in the
amazing.
desert.
My neck, my back.
Oh, I need a bacchiotomy.
Let's see. It's
So-
any of these kind of Brian. I cannot imagine what both of you have gone through after this loss. My wife and I have been married since '86. It would.
Crush me. Very strong folks.
Brian Mayfield's goes up to GVBC and he's up at Willow Springs every day.
Nice.
He lives out there.
I bet his knees don't hurt. It's a dry heat.
All our
It's a
knees
dry
hurt,
heat out
buddy.
there. Yeah, he is. He's out there.
Did you see Gunner? Ahead of him.
Gunnar, I think, was commenting about Joey, right? Aloha,
Yeah.
friends. Greetings to Joey, who has visited me here in Hawaii. Need to run out on errands now. Have fun, Gunnar. We love you. Gunnar, oh, that's you.
Yeah. We love Gunner. I had to say hi.
Yes. Well, I'm really excited for whatever the future brings for the business.
It's time. It's it's been in a shared driveway for many years.
That's the most inconvenient part
really
of coming
is.
to see you is just simply worried about
Navigating.
is my car going to get? It's a little tricky.
Yeah,
Little
navigating the parking lot is probably the least favorite thing for me.
Right, and in the old days, whoever was there for so long that it seemed they must have known how to do. And then all of a sudden, whoever was in the front there, it changed places.
I've been giving a lot of thought to this, and I've come up with one thing.
Okay.
The size of the cars I work on hasn't really changed much, but the size of the cars of all the people who come and go from that driveway have grown over the last 35 years. Substantially.
Oh, yeah.
Everything is bigger. And there's just
Wider,
not as much
longer.
space there's just not as much physical space.
Right.
as there used to be.
I do agree with everything you just said, but if we're talking about modern, no, I'm going to add another element, and it's just that people suck because people can't drive.
I mean,
anymore.
they're always
now that everything's a camera or whatever. Nobody turns their head. When I was a kid, the DMV told you like you put your arm on the passenger seat and you look over your shoulder. There was all these rules to like how you backed up a car. You had to be personally, physically aware of your surroundings. Nowadays, you got beeps and cameras and screens, and you rely on that, and nobody's looking for the priceless 911 in the back.
When they do get bumped into, it's just an old car.
You idiot.
My head comes off. And that's the thing is I just don't need the stress. I just don't need the stress anymore.
Yeah.
I've had 4 cars damaged in the last 3 years, 2 and 6 months. Like and none of it's my fault. They're all parked. Like and so now I don't take any work that can't stay inside. Like I just, it's just too much stress for me, and I'm not into it.
You don't need it.
My life's hard enough.
Well, if you want me to come over and bitch slap some people, I'm happy to do it.
Yelling feels good sometimes.
Yeah, I was going to say, if we're farming that out, I may sign up for a couple of those.
Yeah,
There's a few people I'd like you to talk to, sure.
We're peaceful people, put me in the right context, and
I've had a very good relationship with most of the people in my driveway for decades.
You have to.
Literally decades.
Yeah, but we've been there the longest. We've watched everyone come and go, and my dad didn't buy it in '92 or '94 because it was millions of dollars.
Was it for sale in '94? What, after the Northridge quake?
In '94, I don't know if it was related. But
I heard it was quake related.
Is that what you heard? Is that the word on the street?
That's what they're saying on the street.
Yeah, that's what they're saying. No, I don't know. I know it was owned by a nice old Jewish man named Chaim, and I think he was just so old and his kids didn't want to deal with it. And, he was an awesome dude. He was really, really nice. Yeah. I remember him, and I was just a kid. I was 12, 14 years old. But anyway, my dad couldn't afford to buy it, and if he could, the terror of being responsible for that, and, he worked alone. How is he going to be a manager of a property? How is he going to make money? It didn't work for him.
I didn't realize he was alone in those days. There was
My
nobody
dad
else
worked
under him?
alone for a long time.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
So when you were doing oil changes and stuff, you were the only employee? Mm-hmm. Really?
Yeah.
I don't know why. I just assumed, because I see how you run it.
It's a job you can't do alone. He had people who would come by and maybe lend him a hand, but he worked alone for many, many years.
But I've seen you, and people come in, and you're pretty good about keeping it at bay now, but in the old days, people would come in and they talk to you for 2 hours, and then you're not getting anything done in the shop or in the motor building area or anything. And I was like, well, how does this work? And you're like, it sucks.
Yeah. Yeah, so that was him, But it was a different game. People didn't just pop by like they do now. I don't know.
Oh, okay.
Or if they did, they were at least leaving money behind. And so my dad would
there you go.
Chat with them and take their money and kick them out. I don't know. But, also, it was just a different game, too. The whole business was just different.
Yeah.
And, when, I guess, I don't know how many years ago it was. Gosh, 15 years ago, maybe. When the neighbor moved out, we took over that space as just storage, which helped dramatically.
So you didn't always have the side.
Oh, no, that used to be that. So when the
Mickey door.
Yeah, exactly. So when my dad found the place, it was just an empty shell. So him and his friends put up the dividing walls and built the bathroom and built the offices and built everything. Him and his buddy. And
there was this long silo building, and they just put.
Yeah, it's a bow truss, and it was we'll call it 12,000 square feet, and they subdivided it. And my dad took the biggest piece of the pie because he found the place.
And the front,
and
the front piece.
Yeah. And so it was right in the front, and it was the biggest piece, and it had 2 doors. Everyone else gets 1 door. And so anyway, the shop next door was a spider shop, 356s and 4-cam cars.
Oh, so same pocket.
Yeah. So it was Al Kadrobi and Gary Hemmer. I don't remember the name of their business. I want to say it was like Spider Sports or something like that, or 356 something. I don't remember. Anyway, they were next door for many years, and then 1 door over from that was Ed's place, and he did Datsuns and Z cars.
Whoa.
And so like the half of the property was just hot rodders and car people.
That would have been amazing
Oh, it
to
was
see
awesome
back in the day.
dude. Burnouts up and down the driveway. Like it's 6 o'clock on a Friday night, and the beers are cracked in the back.
Yeah.
And we're up in the front shop, and Al is in the middle, and he's out there. I mean, we're testing 4Cams on Raymer Street. We're testing Z cars on Raymer and
Wow.
Datsun 510s and RSRs and turbos. Raymer Raceway, man.
No kidding.
Yeah.
I never knew that.
Yeah.
It's changed a bit.
Yeah, there's too many motorhomes to do
Yeah.
that. So I'm moving. That's the bottom line of all of this. Is it's
Good
time
for you.
to-
And
time
you're
to
talking
move.
about it, so it must really be happening.
I mean, the word got out, and people started asking me about it.
Okay.
And so, it's not, I'm not telling anybody where I'm going. I'm not putting out. My address is not.
I'm very excited
gonna
about
be,
where you're going once you told me.
It's a great little location.
Yeah.
Doors are going to be shut. Gates are going to be locked. You can't come in if you don't have an appointment.
Appointment,
I just,
yeah.
I need the time and the space. It's not going to be a haven for me. I need to like where I go to work.
Yeah.
I love seeing you in the motor shop. I feel like you in the back there, that seems to be Marco's happy place. Am I right about that?
Most of the time, yes. I've been really trying to. Well, I've been, like with everything, I try to do better the next time. So I've been working. I found a guy that I really like working with. He's a machinist, and he's a nut. He's a complete nut, but in like the best way.
The kind of nut.
Yeah,
Good nut.
Yeah. He's never content with his own work, and neither am I.
Perfect.
Artist.
And so,
Yeah.
he pushes on me, I push on him. We talk about stuff like, 11 o'clock at night, I'm texting him about an engine and about what I want to accomplish. And he's talking about the shape of the port and what we can do with the back cut of the valves, how we can get the air moving sooner and how we can pick up, a few ponies here and a little bit there. And it's just gotten really exciting for me again. I sent him a cam card today, and he's like, "You dirty bird!" He's like, "Now I know what I can do." It's just fun again. And then, when Steve retired, Steve had been with me for 15 years, 13 years. Losing him was really tough. It's like the
Love
worst.
Steve.
It was like the worst breakup ever. But it was, we parted on great terms. Like he's been my friend for 30-something years.
I think the only reason I even know you is because of Steve. Because
You're Bizarro Steve.
because you've known him your whole life, and then somehow I came on the grid, and you're like, you remind me of my friend Steve, who I've known my whole life.
Yeah, you and Nicole started showing up on Instagram, and I'm like, that guy looks like Steve. His nickname was Bizarro Steve for a while.
For a long
So
time.
Yeah.
funny.
So, when he left, it's just Armando and I, and working on bringing one other person in. That is a long and difficult process, but I think it's going to be well worth it when this person joins us. I'm really excited for the future, but the groundwork has to be laid in order to make that happen. And I'm being very cagey about it.
Yeah.
Because it's not quite ready for prime time.
We've talked about a couple. The first one that's been in play for a long time?
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah,
that would be really great.
I think
that would be really great for you.
I think that person brings a lot to the table and is willing to learn more.
Mm.
And I have a lot I can learn from that individual.
Oh.
And I just feel like it's one of those push and pull situations where like they push on you, which makes you do better, and then I push back, which makes them do better.
Mm-hmm.
As long as it's fun and challenging, I think it's worth doing.
I'm so excited for
know,
you. I feel like this is a refreshed version of you.
Well,
a
it had
couple
been
years
very
ago,
stagnant for a long time. We were just kind of floating along with Aimee being sick, and I had a bunch of stuff going on, spinning all the plates, and the plates are starting to stop spinning. They're like, everything is kind of coming to rest.
Good
So
for you.
it is possible. It does happen.
It does eventually
I can-
happen. And even if
It
it
seems like a pipe dream for me
I know,
right now.
same.
it
I'm
never
like,
it never
oh my
stops.
God.
It never actually
Yeah.
stops. It just changes, right?
Yeah.
But I'm at a point where like what I'm willing to deal with is dramatically different now than it was before.
Absolutely.
You know?
That's huge.
Yeah,
So you're shifting.
a little bit.
Coming into your power.
It's my tolerance for shit is just minimal.
Yeah.
Something about the midlife thing. Like, our generation didn't have a crisis. We had, like, this fucking hunker down, dial it up kind of situation.
Yeah, I think so.
You know what I mean? None of us bought Mustangs or Corvettes or anything.
No.
We sort of went into self-introspection and, like, self-betterment or
Well,
something.
I may have had a slip.
Oh, do tell.
What'd you get?
I picked up a 2002 Ford Lightning.
What?
Oh, fun.
It makes like squealing noises from the supercharger.
Is this the one that's in like Fast and the Furious? Like
Yeah.
the red.
It's not red, it's blue.
But the racing edge.
Yeah.
Hilarious.
Yeah. I needed
Ground effects, fog lights.
It's all of it.
It's a step side then, right?
Yep.
Oh man,
I needed a fast truck. Like I needed a hole in the head. But
I'm excited about this.
it makes
purchase.
great noises, and my daughter loves it. She rode shotgun with me today, which was cool.
It's just a bench. There's no back.
No,
seat.
it's a bench. It's a single cab, short bed.
Yeah.
Just it's good for tire smoke. That's pretty much
It's
about
basically
it.
like a modern day Cyclone, right? It's like Cyclone.
Yeah, but I
Like
mean
it's like a what motor's in that?
it's a 5.4 V8 with a not this one. This has a different charger, different pulley.
Oh come on.
It's got it's got a whole bunch of suspension work to it. It actually drives really nicely. Rattles a little bit 'cause it's a truck, but like nowhere near as bad as my Dodge. My fucking Dodge Diesel's a rattle trap. And that actually, my Dodge is fantastic. I mean, it's really comfortable for a pickup truck. But this thing actually, it turns, it holds a line going through corners. It's pretty good.
That's great.
Yeah.
We got a question in the chat.
David Bird says it's all about trust. That's from earlier. And then Patrick Brass says, long time no see, Marco.
Yeah.
Do you still have the reality TV star Cat from Hell?
Yes.
Wish you the best of luck on the move.
Yeah, Patrick, I haven't seen him in a long time. We used to race POC together.
Yeah,
He was fast.
He says, love to see you at POC events in the future. I missed that wild long hood red 911.
Tell him, well, Patrick, if you're watching, which you probably are, I'm probably going to bring the 996 Cup car.
So I was going to bring that's where I was going with the
Yeah.
the purchases of late.
Well, so, I had a GT3, I had a 996 GT3, but I got the Cup car because it presented itself at the right time, and it has historical significance. And I think, in my life, I've always wanted a historically significant race car of some sort.
Yep, you told me that in one of the first conversations we ever had.
Yeah, I think it's a car that I will keep for a very long time. I just really enjoy the car, even if I don't drive it. I just really enjoy having it because of what it is, And so I used the street car to offset the purchase of the race car because it's a similar driving experience.
Can you pull up, I don't know how to do this.
Yeah,
I was
what
going
do
to pull up a picture of it somehow.
Oh, it's on my Instagram.
Yeah, if you can go to TLG's Instagram.
It's like
maybe
2
we can show it.
Instagram posts ago
This was on display at H&R for a little bit.
for the month of June. Yeah.
And it's an H&R livery
Correct.
car. Gorgeous car. Red, white, and blue livery.
All the credit
Oh, this
goes. Yeah. that's
Yeah.
all the credit goes to James at Scan Automotive. He ended up as the
Look
owner
at
of that
thing.
car,
Really?
and he found out in his ownership what it was, and he put it back to that. But the car,
Oh, so it didn't look like that? He restored
not
it?
when
to-
he got
Oh,
it. When he got it, it
wow.
was a different
It
color,
was so
different
good looking.
livery, and so he did the car the justice it deserved and put it back to
Oh, wait,
that. So
here.
all credit to James at Scan up in Canada.
Oh, God.
Oh gosh, what was it? Last week was the first time I'd ever put it on the hoist and looked at it. I owned it for a year before I put
Really?
it up in the air. Yeah,
Well, that's funny.
yeah. I hadn't looked, and a buddy of mine, Eric.
Oh, wait, do you have it? Was that on the scales? Was that on the alignment scales? Mm-hmm. All right.
Yeah,
Good to know.
Yeah,
So
well,
we're doing that now?
we wanted to make sure that that car was good to go. I know where you're going.
Yeah, I know you do.
I know.
You're like, no, we're not offering alignments publicly yet.
No, not yet. Not yet. I need a place to put this. I need to be able to set it up and leave it up.
I know.
So, but that car we needed. So I called my buddy Eric. He's at Sonoran Speed Shop in Arizona, and he's like kind of in a lull between work because it's the summer and it's racing in Arizona is not happening.
No.
During the summer, so he had some free
It's
time.
130 degrees, right?
Exactly.
Yeah.
And so I was like, "Yo, come out to LA and let's look at my Cup car together and let's work on my Cup car together." He goes, "Sure, I'll take a vacation day." So he drove out, and
So was that you guys there looking
yeah,
at
so
the
that was
car then?
those were pictures he took of me.
Awesome.
But I trust him. He's been running Cup cars for many, many years. I have never run a Cup car. I've run many early cars, SCs, Carreras, what have you. I've track prepped many late model cars, but a proper Cup car, I've never run one. So I just wanted to have someone who really knows those cars put his eyes on it.
Yeah.
Together, like the two of us. And he just confirmed everything I had already known and already seen, that the car was just like a really honest, unmolested original car. Originally, it was driven by Jürgen Alton Motorsports, campaigned by Jürgen Alton Motorsports, and it was purchased by a gentleman in Orange County, Brent Martini, who imported the car from Jürgen Altzen Motorsport back in '03. And then he campaigned the car like locally in PCA and POC.
So was it Germany? No, but it's a left-hand drive. Where was it then?
The car was in Germany. The car started in Germany and did the Porsche Super Cup in '02.
Super cool.
Yeah.
Don't mind the noise. That's our
That's
producer over there.
That's just me.
Just knocking stuff over, whatever.
That's fine. It's how we do.
Leo says, I drove a 2003 Lightning when I was 18. Got less than 2 miles per gallon when I drove it and gave it back looking like Snoop had.
Hotboxed it. The cab was full of smoke. It was amazing.
That's
Excellent.
hilarious.
Excellent.
Aloha Ariel, thanks for the shout out. Great show. Aloha Gunner. Cop car.
Yeah.
Brian's got a 99. He's got a lot of cars, but one of which is a 996 that he brings up the crest.
Mm-hmm.
He's also got my personal favorite is he bought a Dodge Charger cop car,
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
and
I've seen that picture. I've seen
and
that
I
car up
like
there.
it. Yeah, everything's blacked out. It's got the spotlights and the deep dish wheels and all that. I love it. Police performance package. Okay, good for you. You put the thing in there, thanks.
Mm-hmm.
You were a fucking legend in that red car. You were often seen sideways in places most would never attempt, and you always...
Pulled it off. I had so much fun trying to keep up with you.
The car had a lot
With
of motor.
many exclamation points.
No, I had a good time with Patrick. He was rad.
Do I know the red car? You have?
I still have it.
Okay,
it's,
yeah.
It's in the back corner
Yeah.
with the motor is on a dolly behind it.
Hilarious.
Yeah, that's the next project for myself is to kind of put that car back together. I don't know what I'm going to do with it, but it's better if it's running and driving.
Do you still have the white turbo?
I have the car. It has no motor, no trans.
Okay.
The motor is assembled, sort of. It's a stagnated project. I was going to put a turbo motor back in it, but now I think I might just plug whatever I can put back in it so it runs and drives again.
Okay.
I just miss driving it.
Yeah. And you did sell your dad's blue car, right?
Blue car is gone.
Okay.
Yeah, the blue car, it went away at the same auction that I bought the cup car, and I was thinking about bidding on it to just keep it in the family. But it went so quickly that I didn't even really know what was happening. They rushed it through. I think they really did that car a disservice.
Oh. What was it? Who was the...
Just some guy bought it.
I was going to ask who the auction house was.
It was Broad Arrow.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you know what was happening was they were falling behind. The car had a reserve.
Oh.
They hit the reserve, and then they just pushed the car through. They didn't work the room like I thought they should have worked the room. And
sort
so
of-
for that, I was very disappointed.
Got the number and hammered it.
On the other side of things, my cup car was the very last lot of the day, and the room was empty. And
Ooh.
I basically stole that car.
Excellent.
yeah.
So it
Works
worked
out.
in my favor. And the blue car went away, sort of, to a guy who it's his car. He can do what he wants. And then he had it for a year and he sold it. I don't think he was the right owner for the car.
Oh.
I don't think he understood the car, because
The personality of it, you mean?
it just was like kind of a miss, right?
Okay.
He bumbled his way into it. He didn't think he was going to get it, and he got it. And I don't think he was like mentally prepared for it. He's a nice guy, but I just don't think it was a match, right?
Yeah,
and
totally.
sometimes they match, sometimes they don't. So he recently sold it to someone who loves the car and has already driven it back up and down the coast like 3 times or something.
Great.
Yeah.
Oh, you found your owner.
Yeah, and he's
Love
telling
that.
me how it just loves to live up at like 7,500 RPMs and stuff. And so,
It just needed a rebound driver before it found its match.
exactly. Yeah.
Nothing wrong with a rebound.
And so, I think the car is going to be good, and it's got a good guy working on it now because it lives up north and in Orange County. So the guy who works on it in Orange County is a friend of mine
Gotcha.
and does really good work. So
It's in good hands.
Everybody's happy. Yeah.
Are you still racing? Are you still prepping cars for other people racing?
So I was running the Ether car with Sean Neal.
Yep.
And after we won the West Coast Championship with the Spec 911,
Mm-hmm.
both of our lives got very complicated. The car got tangled up at Rennsport. It came out for Rennsport.
At Laguna, yeah.
It got tangled up at Rennsport, and I left Rennsport early to go be with my wife. It was sort of like the end times.
It was literally...
It was like a couple weeks.
yeah.
Yeah. So, I wasn't in the right frame of mind at Rennsport to really even enjoy myself. The car got tagged and it got banged up. And so eventually, after his life settled and my life settled, the car came to me and I was like, look, I don't have the bandwidth right now with this potential move, with what's going on, with not having a third hand.
Yeah.
So, like, it's just I can't take on this. It's what can I handle, right? And I said, but here's a list of what needs to be done. And he took it to a friend of ours, a mutual friend of ours, who literally did everything on my list, and the car was great.
Killer.
So they took it out, shook it down, and it went really well. So they boxed it up and shipped it to Thunder Hill, where it proceeded to get destroyed.
Oh.
So the car's dead. So if you know anyone looking for a motor and trans, but I built the motor. Trans is still good.
That was a twist I was not expecting. My
No.
God.
Yeah. So that car's done.
Oh, that's a bummer.
Yeah, I think he got hit, and then he got hit after he got hit. So I didn't even see pictures. He's fine.
Good.
Car's beat up, but the motor was sound. Gearbox was sound. I don't know what's left of the car.
Well, would he consider buying another tub and throwing that stuff in?
We talked about it. I sent him a picture of a car that was for sale. We talked about it, but I don't think he's into it.
Okay.
You gotta really wanna do it, but I don't think that's where he's at.
I think you have to bleed it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, when I first met the car and the owner, and Sean, a shop that was taking care of it was just a real shit shop. They didn't do a good job. They didn't do a good job on the car. Like, the car just needed love and attention of someone who really understood what it was, and they were just mailing it in, right? So the car was undrivable, and it was a back marker. And after
What's a back mark? I don't know what a back marker is.
he was number like 30 out of 30.
Oh,
like
I see. The
a back marker,
of the pack.
back
Gotcha.
of the pack.
Gotcha.
Yeah. So the first few outings, initially I said, look, we got to take the whole car apart, put the whole car back together to know what we've got. He's like, do it. So we did, and we found a lot of problems that we solved along the way. And the first time he went out, he went from the back to the middle, which shows that the car was the limiting factor.
Sure.
And then in doing so, we uncovered a number of other issues because he started going faster. And as we fixed those issues, he went to the front.
Wow.
And in year 1, we took him from the back of the pack to the front of the pack. In year 2, we almost won the championship. We missed it by a couple of points because the motor blew up. I rebuilt it in a hurry, and then we lost the motor again. And it was one of those things where I don't know what I missed. Maybe I don't know what happened, but I did the motor, and it didn't last the race.
Huh.
And that race, the DNF, cost us the points we needed
For the whole year.
for the whole. We lost the championship, and I take that on personally. Now, granted, there are other places where he could have done a better finish. If he didn't hit the wall at Fontana, maybe we would have finished better. But together we finished. I think it was second or third in the season, and then in the third year we won. So
I mean, that's a pretty good story.
I'm very happy with our results. Overall, I think it was a winning combination.
If you run the Cup car, will it be in a historic exhibition type situation?
That
You're not
car-
going to go wheel to wheel.
No,
are you?
I mean, I will be out there with other cars, but there's nothing to win.
Right.
Like the point of that car is to show that car exists.
Beautiful.
And enjoy the fact that it has survived this many years of competition, club racing, and now it's in its twilight years, and it's just exercise.
Just honor your elders.
Honestly, I just
respect your
Kinda.
elders.
Yeah, I really
Totally.
love the 996 Cup car. I think it was a wonderful point in time for Porsche. I think that particular car has a great livery package.
Oh,
it
it's
is
excellent livery.
it was a championship winning car, not first overall, but third overall in the championship, with name drivers from Porsche who went on to wonderful careers.
Wow.
So the car is special.
Yes.
I think it really is special. It has great history.
I don't think I've heard you say, "Oh yeah, I'm going to keep it forever," about a car.
Oh, I mean, I've said that about a couple of things, but
Really?
I've come to realize nothing is forever. Nothing, no cars.
Touche.
Yeah. But I will say, there's 2 cars that are on my list of cars to not sell. They're the last ones to go. It would be this race car and my white 75, excuse me.
Right.
Those 2, the white 75 has been in my family since the 90s.
That's the one without the motor trans right now.
Yeah.
Right? Okay.
I mean, it wouldn't take much to make it run,
Well, Just to get it running, driving around.
Just plug a motor in it.
Right.
You know, it's done.
Why wouldn't you do a turbo motor again?
It's a pain in the ass.
Yeah.
The motor's built. Like I got it. It's built. Long block is built. I just need to like put the intake on it. Well, actually, the intake's even on it. But it needs an intercooler, and it's got a Motec and like all this stuff. And it's just like I don't have time. I don't even have time to do Motec and stuff on projects I'm being paid for, let alone projects I'm doing for myself. It's like a big project.
Because of the amount of tuning involved and everything. It's not just put it in and run it.
I'm never happy with the way the wires look on the car, and like
that's what it is.
It's huge.
It's all the extra piping and everything.
Bullshit.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, and it drives me crazy. Like, and it has to be right. Like when I put it in the car, it's got to be real right.
I obviously agree with you there, and I know how your brain works, but whatever. I didn't know that was the holdup. That's hilarious. Your OCD is the holdup, basically.
A lot of it is, yeah. But I have two cars right now. One of them's a Motec car, and then one of them is just a carbureted car that we're doing a twin plug conversion. But like I'm making the circuit panel, and I have to I have to put everything on the circuit panel and map it all out to make sure that it fits, and we can measure the wiring harnesses and all that stuff for the one motor. And then the other motor, we got to install the Motec, the harness in the chassis, the fuel pump and stuff in the chassis, and then put the motor and trans in that. And the trans is still in process.
What years are these cars?
The first one, the carbureted car is a 66.
Oh, wow.
And the other one is a 73.
Wow. Okay, so 73, I think I've seen people add MFI.
Yeah.
I don't think I've ever
it's
seen...
not MFI, it's EFI.
I'm sorry, EFI, excuse me, thank you. I don't think I've ever seen a 66.
It's not Motec. It's 66 is just carburetors. It's just like
okay.
It's all old tech.
I see, okay.
Yeah.
Hello, it's the Stiglette.
Do you know the Stiglette?
I don't think so.
Started coming to Breakfast Club when he was like 10 years old with his parents. They were in the PCA, San Gabriel Valley, whatever, and they had a Boxster, so they'd come up and have oatmeal. And the kid got into cars and racing, and he started doing video games and Sims, and he started dominating. He got into cars out at where George Puckerber used to go.
Oh, yeah.
They used to race together out at
Cal
Speedway. Right, exactly, right. And he was dominating there, and then he got into whatever. He got a ride doing real racing something, and then he won the Mazda shootout, so he's now factory racing for Mazda right now in his first or second season with them.
In the Star Formula Series or whatever?
He'll tell us in a second. I don't know exactly, but he's literally traveling all around the country. I want him to tell the story about how he just flipped at Road Atlanta. But the Shabbats, Nicole's parents, just spent the weekend with the whole family with them up at Watkins Glen.
Oh, cool. Very cool.
And his car is not only 111, but it has Nicole's name and a heart on the passenger side.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. They did a lot of tributes.
Excellent.
We believed in the kid from the beginning because you could tell when somebody is like not going to let up on it.
Yeah.
And the parents are like, well, blah, blah, blah. I don't know about that gap year. And I'm like, the kid's going to be fine. Get out of the way. And he has been. And he has been. He's just been killing it. So, and he interned here one summer on the show. So it's just like a kid we've been watching, and he's doing well, and he's really actually doing it now at 19 or 20. That's
what the guy who I was racing with, Sean. We had a guy who was helping him and kind of coaching him, who was very similar to that. And he just ended up at BMW. He was doing, data and, sort of like analyzing the trace data and helping Sean with his car control and line and whatever. And yeah, now he moved on to like BMW. He got a ride with BMW. Pretty crazy.
Freaking awesome.
You love to see it, man.
Sure.
Love to see
it. Here's Joey. Do we want to move? Do we
Am I
move
moving
down
over?
one? How does this all work?
All
Oh,
right.
everybody moves
Did you
down
drink
one. All
from
right.
your water?
We'll figure this all out. This is going to be great. Joey, what's up, buddy? How are you, buddy?
I'll catch that.
Yeah, everything's a little different. Have a seat. We'll figure
This
it out.
doesn't want to stay there, Jay.
Oh.
Yes, I'm gonna Hollywood it.
Oh, yeah, it doesn't.
Just
There
stand
we
there.
go. There we go. There we go. Should be fine. All right. Thanks. Yeah, we're working it out. We're figuring it out.
Good. Joey, nice to meet you.
Marco, Joey, Marco. So we were just talking about Marco racing the whole time. He takes care of Yellow Car and so many other things. Oh, thanks.
staring at it like
And then I was just telling him your story about how you used to come up and have breakfast up at Newcomb's with your parents, and you didn't have a license, and you weren't even close to having a license. And where are you now?
Yeah, so-
Joey Andrews, everybody.
Hello, there I am. Yeah, a lot's changed since then, obviously. At the time I first met you, Nicole, I think I was 11 years old. We'd sit at the bar at Newcomb's having breakfast. There were maybe 6 cars on a busy day. And that's kind of where it all started. But now I'm a factory driver for Mazda Motorsports, racing in spec MX5.
It's amazing.
That's a good
19,
story.
20?
Wow.
How old are you?
20.
20 now.
20.
Congratulations.
Oh my god.
I've grown
Pretty
up.
wild.
Oh my god.
Yeah, how does that feel? How do your parents treat you the same? Like, how are you adapting?
I mean, I feel like I'm adapting fine. I never felt old until this year when I had to put a 2 in front of my name on the age. You
An
know,
asshole.
it was.
Fucking
Do it,
kids.
buddy.
But what's funny is I go to these tracks and you go to sign all the waivers and they still ask me, "Oh, here's the minor waiver." I'm like, "So actually, I'm not 17 anymore." But that works in my favor because it's better to be younger as a driver than older.
Oh, is that true?
Yeah, the manufacturers want younger and younger drivers.
So that you can be with them for a longer time? What's the reason for that?
They want you to be there with them for a longer time, but also it looks good on them to say, "Hey, we found this kid when he was young." And then also they like going for the records of, "Oh, this young driver has the record for winning this race."
Are you going? Well, I can't ask you this, can I? Yeah, I can ask you anything I want. Are you going to stick with Mazda forever, or is this kind of this is where you're at for now?
This is where I'm at for now. I mean, obviously the Mazda ladder, it only goes one level further, which is MX5 Cup and IMSA. And right now I'm in the feeder series to that, which is spec MX5. So there is no more, unless Mazda comes back to the top class of IMSA, which there's no plans to as of now. That's as far as I can go with them before I have to jump manufacturers.
There you go. Okay. Wow, I love that you're thinking about that already. I love that you're having the conversations. It's awesome.
Well, I mean, you got to know your trajectory.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, I'm sure you've got sponsors that follow you wherever you go.
Yep.
That's the idea, right?
And that's honestly the biggest thing is
That
like
one.
my career goal is to win the
Thanks.
24 hours of Le Mans, and obviously to get there, there's a lot of steps to go. There's going to be a manufacturer switch at some point
Can you say it again?
to win the 24 hours of Le Mans. That's my career goal.
Yeah.
So
That's a hell of a declaration. That's a hell. You're calling your shot there.
it's
Babe
quite a
Ruth.
North Star, but that's my dream race. I've watched since I was a little kid. That's the race I want to win, and that's why I'm pursuing the sports car racing route is to get there. And
That's rad,
Hell yeah. Delulu is
Saying
the
all the right
Salulu.
things.
right?
Exactly.
So I feel like he's been through media training too already.
I was
There-
already
there's-
thinking that.
Are they putting you through that, or is this
No.
just stuff you've picked up along the way?
It's just stuff I picked up along the way. I mean, interning for you back in 2021, that's where I learned a lot of it.
That can't be true.
I mean, it actually is. If you think about it, I was here for a live show twice a week for a whole summer. So that was a lot of episodes, seeing a lot of different guests, a lot of different questions, a lot of different topics. And that's where you really get to learn and see, especially when you have people who I'm trying to emulate, like Patrick Long. He's someone who's doing exactly what I want to do.
Very
So,
good friends with Pat Long.
That's where I look at him and like, where can I learn from him? And I remember when I first met him during the virtual Festival of Speed in 2020, I was this little 15-year-old kid still racing go-karts at the time. And, Patrick wasn't retired yet. And I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm talking to one of my TV heroes.
Big time.
So now I look at it and it's like, wow, this is the journey the progress we made and the journey that's going. And, this is the steps need to follow in.
I can't believe I've known you half your life.
It's crazy.
That's the weird part for me.
Yeah.
I'm
That'll
talking
trip
about
you
feeling
out.
old,
It'll
right?
trip you out, man.
We've gotten to that age. I feel like when I met you, I feel like I just met you first of all, and then I also felt like we were brand new in the Porsche world. If I've
were.
known him 10 years, that's
That's wild, man.
right.
That's wild.
Wow.
Yeah, it's 2016, 2017. It's now almost 10 years.
As
Oh
much as
my
I like you,
God.
one of my favorite people to talk to is your dad. I enjoy conversations with your dad. I can't really explain it because he's willing to go places that not everybody is, and he's also very storied and seasoned his own self, and it doesn't come out in regular conversation, but when he's around somebody else who's similar, the stories he tells are ridiculous. You grew up with all of that, obviously, right?
Yes.
Is any of that part of this put together thing that's here in front of us now?
Not really. No. I mean, I'm just being honest.
Okay.
I mean, obviously my dad doesn't come from a motorsport background. He comes from an aviation background.
Yep.
So I mean, I guess they're both
Well,
vehicles that go fast.
but with huge celebrity and very powerful people, much like what you are around on a
That is
regular
true.
basis.
So my dad is used to being around people like that, and he's kind of taught me, like, when you go into public space, here's how you should act, here's how you should present yourself. So
Huh.
I guess just part of that, and obviously, like, he announces air shows.
Just don't give him any credit. Whatever you do.
I'm too nice. I got to give him some credit. So maybe I was a little mean there, but.
How's your mom doing? Everybody
doing good.
knows Stiglette's mom. Mom of Stiglet on Instagram if you're going to follow her.
Stiglette. So yeah, we've all been doing good as a family. We're working right now already on the 2026 season, because obviously we got back from Road America a week and a half ago. We don't have a race till end of September, so now it's full focus on the season ahead.
What can you tell us about this season? Because I know that it's been a roller coaster.
Literally.
And then the Shabbats spent the weekend with you. Nicole's parents spent the weekend with you out at Watkins Glen. You flipped at Road Atlanta. There's a lot of things going on. I know you're down on horsepower too. So what do you want to talk about this season? How's it been?
Yeah, I think, it's funny. I was thinking as I was driving out here and seeing my mom, I said to my mom, I was like, if Jay asked me to describe this year in one word, there's two words I'm considering. I don't know which to use. So I'll start with the more positive word, which is challenging. But word number 2 was disaster.
Wow.
I mean, from a results perspective. Obviously, like from a learning perspective, getting to go to all these big boy tracks, Homestead, Sebring, VIR, Road Atlanta, Road America, Mid-Ohio, Watkins Glen, all tracks never driven before.
Right.
That's a huge achievement, because obviously in my pro career, I'm going to need to know those tracks. But obviously results-wise, in the main championship, our best result is 9th, which is not very good. And, Road America in this non-championship race I did, got 3rd in both races, which is great, but it doesn't count towards the main championship.
Points, right.
So, obviously when it comes to why this season has gone the way it's gone, I've had a unique challenge of driving for 2 different teams this year. Last year, I won the Mazda shootout. That's how I became a Mazda factory driver. So with the Mazda team, I've done some races, and then I have my own personal spec MX5 car, and I've done races in that.
Right.
And obviously,
Are these different divisions? Are you doing
it's
these
the same
simultaneously?
championship. Same
Okay.
championship.
Okay.
But the Mazda team doesn't go to every single race, because the way the championship works is it's based on your best 6 races, and it's 2 races per weekend. So hypothetically, you could do 3 weekends, win every single race, and you'd be first going into the championship finale.
Oh.
So that's why we bought our own personal car before the shootout, knowing like we're going to try to go to some races, and if we win the Mazda shootout, great. Mazda's going to be covering those races.
Well, in the instance for Road Atlanta, where you flipped the car on a Saturday, you then were able to
Hop in my personal car on Sunday because we happened to bring it that weekend.
Wow.
So he...
That wasn't planned intentionally, but it somehow worked out.
It did work out. And Mazda also wanted to see you get back in your own car.
They did. Unfortunately, I can't show the onboard footage as of now.
I saw it on Sunday.
Yeah,
it's worth it once we get it.
If you see me in person, I'm allowed to show up, but we're not allowed to let that clip float out on the internet as of now.
Marco probably knows that track. We can tell where it happened and what happened.
Yes, we can absolutely tell what happened.
Run us through it,
And obviously,
Joey.
like the exterior view of the crash is out there on the SCCA YouTube channel. It does exist, so people can go Google that and find it. But essentially, it's lap 2 of the race. We're all bunched up super tight. I had a pretty rough qualifying, ended up like 18th. So I'm pretty impatient. I'm up to 16th by lap 2. And Road Atlanta is a very famous track for a section called the S's. It's this downhill and uphill area, really narrow part of the track, and you have all these little squiggly bits, and all the cars are kind of dancing through.
You're doing the big track at this point, right? Because
Yes.
this depends on whether you go left or right at the bottom of the hill.
Yeah, we're doing the full track.
Okay, so left at the bottom of the hill.
Exactly. And coming up to the top of the S's, you have a turn called Turn 5. And it's this big braking zone, but the key part is it sets up this pretty long straightaway into Turn 6, which is a good area to set up an overtake in the beginning of the race. So I back up the braking zone into Turn 5 a ton, like way early. And my idea was I'm going to do a spec Miata move. I'm going to mash the throttle, drive around the outside, the car's going to hook, and we're going to set up this killer move into Turn 6.
You planned it all out.
I did.
That sounds perfect to me.
Well, the problem is a spec MX5 and a spec Miata don't drive the same. So a spec MX5 is the NC chassis car. A spec Miata is the NA or the NB. The way the differentials are in those cars, you get on the throttle, they have very different responses. The NC is 20 years newer in technology. It's a very different car. And I get on the throttle so freaking early. You can hear me in the video. Well, obviously, can't share the video, but I'm modulating it a ton because I'm on it way too early. And then I decided, I'm just going to mash it. This car was so oversteery all weekend. It's going to hook, it's going to rotate, and we're going to get this drive off the corner. Oh, from where I got on the throttle. No, you're not going to get the drive off the corner.
You're still in the turn.
I still have about 45 degrees of steering lock on, and I'm flat out, and the car's just pushing wide. And as soon as I got to that exit curb, I should have been fully on the ABS, 120 bar brake pressure. I stayed flat out until I hit the gravel. And
Way to commit.
Committed.
Truly.
At this point, we're bouncing and porpoising through the gravel, and I know, okay, we're going into the wall.
Oh.
And my teammate had a similar incident in qualifying earlier that morning where he brushed off the wall. It's a very common wall for people to hit.
Is it a tire wall?
It's a tire wall.
Oh, okay. All right.
So those are the kind of walls where you can either bounce off and get lucky,
Or it'll send you back where you came from.
it'll send you back where you came from. Exactly. And at this point, I know, okay, we have two options. Option one, we can go head on into the wall. It's going to hurt massively. There's going to be a lot of damage to the car. We're probably not going to race on Sunday. Option number two, we can go sideways, hope to bounce off the wall. Might survive, might not. We'll see what happens. So I choose option two. I don't know anyone who's going to rightfully choose to go head on into a wall. Well, I had a little bit of left steering input. At this point, obviously, I'm off the throttle. And Road Atlanta has multiple configurations of the track. And there's this alternate configuration and this apex curb right at the wall on the exit of turn 5. And my right rear wheel lifts off the ground, catches the wall, and then the car begins to spin out. The problem with that spin, the car gains about 45 degrees of roll. And with that much momentum from the spin, the roll...
Over you went.
Over I went. Flipped the car 3 times. Whoa. So, amazingly, I walked out from the crash without a scratch.
Hang on, your mom's most proud moment is you on the radio. What did you say on the radio?
I said to my race engineer, Mike, I just flipped the car, but I'm okay.
That's the 2 pieces of information you need.
That's it.
I flipped the car, I'm okay.
Yeah.
Come get me.
That has been open for this entire story. I'm
Yeah.
just like mouth agape.
And, what's crazy about this is I'd never had a crash before. So I get to the medical center because when you have a big impact like that, they want to check you out.
Absolutely.
And they're like, oh, is this your first big crash, knowing I'm a rookie in the series? I'm like, actually, it's my first crash ever because the 2 years I raced Spec Miata and even in my karting times, never had an incident at all. I survived 2 years of Spec Miata with all the same bodywork. That's unheard of.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden, it's race 1 in Spec MX5, and we just totaled the car.
Race 1.
Yeah.
Totaled the car, race 1.
And what's funny was you looked at the car damage-wise, and the roof didn't even take a hit. It was literally the side of it.
So your dad kept saying that.
Yeah.
Nicole was on the roof.
Exactly. So this is a pretty cool story for those who don't know about my Spec MX5 car. But last summer, when I knew I was going to be making the jump to Spec MX5, I was telling Nicole about this. And Nicole has been one of my earliest supporters since day one.
Huge believer in the Stiglette.
Mm-hmm.
And
Big time.
one of the things I was excited about with Spec MX5 was having my own car get to design the livery. And so I said to Nicole, I said, would you want to have your name on the car? And she absolutely loved the idea. So then I thought, okay, I got to figure out where I'm going to have her name. And I thought, well, what if I have her on the roof as a passenger? Because she always rides passenger with Jay.
She kept me safe many years.
Exactly. And, initially I was a little nervous about the idea. I didn't even tell you about it. I just told Nicole about it. And it wasn't until the week after Nicole passed and we were all at Newcomb's
You had the
where
pictures.
I had the rendering of the livery because we literally designed the livery that week. And I came up with the idea we're going to run number 111, just like the yellow car. And we're going to have, yellow accents on the car as a tribute to yellow car. And Nicole's name will be on the yellow. And our very first race, ironically, with Nicole's name on the car was in August of last year. And I lost a wheel in the kink of Road America, which is, one of probably the fastest corner in the country, a place you don't want to lose a wheel.
Yep.
And, as we all say, Nicole's spirit kept me safe, that the car never went into the wall. I was okay there.
I've seen the onboard of this one.
This one we
and
can share.
This one was just a little bit of whoop. Like he was so calm and cool and collected behind the wheel. You would have no idea that you were missing a wheel.
Yeah. Yeah, and you see
And
in
you
the
brought
video,
the car to a stop.
the car on
No
3
incident.
wheels. It was insane. And you just see the wheel bouncing off in the background. And then you look at the Road Atlanta incident where, I flipped the car. And what's interesting was when I was in the air, I was nervous for a second because when I first met Nicole's parents in August of last year, Ron, Nicole's dad, said to me, make sure you keep Nicole safe. And I thought, oh gosh, I'm flipping the car. Like, this is not good.
It's the opposite. She's keeping you safe.
Right. And I remember I got out of the car and I was a little like, whoa, what just happened? Because when you flip a car, you see daylight, dark from, the ground and the sky.
I've been in a rollover accident, but not on a racetrack. So it was nighttime. So the rollover thing where change and cassette tapes and everything becomes weightless and it's all just floating in front of you, I've experienced that. It was all very slow and weird. I can't imagine what you went through. How fast do you think you were going when you actually...
We hit the wall at about 75 miles an hour.
Okay,
And
that's
by
moving.
the time the rollover happened, we were probably in the 60s.
Okay.
The key part was more the fact that the speed was dissipated through the roll.
Yep.
So it wasn't like a slow roll. It was a boom, 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 boom. And it
Whoa.
rolled 3 times. And so each time the chassis hit the grass, that was slowing the car down.
Yep.
Which is why those impacts felt so big.
Wow.
What did it feel like in there?
I mean, essentially, the biggest thing was the noise. You know, you have these noise canceling earplugs, but you're still hearing bam, bam, all this metal crunching.
Are you feeling any of that in the
Yeah,
seat?
you're
You are?
not feeling it in the seat necessarily because the seat's designed to absorb the impact.
Mm-hmm.
But obviously, your head is getting thrown around even with the HANS device. So you're feeling it in the headrest of the seat of bam, 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 like that. And it's like whoa, you know. But I get out of the car, and on the roof there, I look at my name and I'm like, wow, the roof's fine. I thought it would be like all crumpled in or something. Because obviously the roll cage is what's absorbing the rollover, and you just have this fiberglass roof over it. And then I look on the other side at Nicole's name, and it's completely intact. I'm like,
And how can
oh
both
my
sides
gosh.
be other than every time you touch down was on the other side?
Exactly. It was the doors that took the impact, not
That's
the roof.
insanity. There you
There
go.
it
Oh,
is.
that's the spec car.
Yes, so this is my personal car at Road America, the very first weekend
Yep.
when the roof, or not the roof, when the wheel came flying off. And I'll have to dig up the photo from Road Atlanta of Nicole's name where the roof obviously was in a rollover.
Yeah, if you grab it, I'll hold
dig
it up
that
here,
off.
or Ariel will.
Yeah, I'm gonna keep looking.
Yeah, that one
I
we
went to
haven't
her tagged
posted.
photos. I figured that was the easiest way to find it.
That is a smart way.
How much more time in this season, or are you almost done?
So we have one round left at Road America, and it's a week-long event, the SCCA runoff. So we'll be there from September 29th to October 5th.
Oh, a whole week.
A whole week.
So is it both weekends? Just 1 week. One
No,
full
we
week
start on Monday, so it's essentially
through Sunday.
a practice day, another practice day. I don't know why we have 3 of them. We really don't even need one.
Well,
then-
excuse me.
Your car tells a different story.
Yeah. So obviously 3 days of practice. Then we have a day off, which I don't know why we have a day off, but I guess we'll go to the lake at Road America.
Rest day, sure.
Rest day. And then we have a qualifying day and then the race day. And it's, I think, 1 qualifying session, 1 race.
Wow.
So we're
And
there's a
at
lot of
Road
waiting
America
on.
again.
At Road America.
So when your
that's
wheel
funny.
came off at Road America, did the hub assembly break? Like, what happened? Why wasn't it on the car anymore?
So the road car wheel hubs are not meant to take the same stresses that the race car wheel hubs are.
Makes
and
sense.
my personal spec MX5 had the road car wheel hubs on. And those FIA rumble strips, they will literally take the wheel and move it back and forth like this every time you go over it. So if you ever see a slow motion camera of the wheels on these cars, you'll see them oscillating back and forth. Well, eventually, if you have a road car wheel hub, it'll just split like that.
Gotcha.
And it shoots out the whole wheel assembly.
Just jettisons the thing right off the
It
side.
literally does.
Okay.
It's terrifying.
Wow. Do 911s do that?
No.
I think we know where you got to end up then.
Built to last.
Exactly. So there is a Mazda Motorsports wheel hub that we put in that will not have that problem ever again.
Wow.
But quite a way to learn that lesson.
Wow.
Yeah. Well, I think it's cool that, you're just getting the experiences, like you said before.
Exactly.
That's one of the things that I liked about you from the beginning, and why I thought that you were going to go the distance was you didn't see, you were, oh, there you go. There's the other car. Whoopsie daisy.
Whoops.
Maybe zoom in on with your, do you know what I mean? Maybe not. It's okay. It wasn't about the big win for you. You were just as excited to earn your stripes.
Exactly.
You were just you liked the job. You wanted to do the job, and that to me, it wasn't about the the champagne and the confetti and all that.
Yeah.
And that's kind of why I think I thought that you were going to go all the way.
Well, and that's the thing is you have to enjoy the journey. It's too difficult of a sport to only be in it for winning. Because also, statistically, it's the worst possible sport to choose for winning. If you play a game of tennis and it's 1v1, no matter what, no matter who your opponent is, you have a 50% chance of winning. In racing, if you have a field of 30 cars, well, let's use 33, it's an easier number, you have a 3% chance of winning. That's very small. And that doesn't take
You
into
dumbed it down
account.
for me. That's true. It was.
It doesn't take into account any other factors. Your car, your driving, your competitors, your weather,
Yeah.
all that other stuff. You start calculating that, it's 0.000 something.
Wow.
It's crazy.
When I hear 0.0, I just think of Animal House. 0.0. Marco's been around race cars and racing his whole life. You have any advice for the Stiglette?
have fun.
Oh, it's so true.
That's the most important thing. You know, just show up and have a good time. The racing will take care of itself if you're having a good time. Even on those hard days, just try to find the positive shit, you know?
Absolutely. I completely agree with you. And that's the thing I've been learning this season is like, I thought 2023 was a tough season for me. My first year in Spec Miata, learning the cars. But this year in 25 has just been, you know, hit after hit. Well, I mean, literally.
And I think it may be the dichotomy as well, because you really had a very smooth run up there.
24
for your
was
first,
good.
Well, not only that, but the last 9 years have been sort of without incident. So you're due, is the way I look at it. And you also need these experiences going forward.
And this is how you learn, you know. It's tough moments, you know. I mean, there's been races this year, stuff I can't describe on camera, where, like, it's been the lowest point in my career. And you have those moments where you're just like, what am I here for?
Why can't you
That's
just...
character building.
I agree.
That's character building, you know? Like, how you come away from it. Like, how you respond to that scenario is as important as the scenario itself, if that makes sense.
Exactly.
Right? Like, it doesn't matter if
Absolutely.
it matters if you win or lose, but like bigger picture, it really doesn't matter if you win or lose. It's how you respond to the win or the loss that matters.
Exactly.
Right? Because you know you're not going to win every race.
Yeah.
But if you get discouraged and you quit or you stop trying, then you don't win enough races, and you're out of the championship. But you don't have to win every race to win a championship. You have to be consistent.
Yep,
Yeah.
exactly.
Right? Consistency wins championships.
It totally does.
You know? So that's how we won our championship, is just, you know, we took some first place, but we also took some thirds.
Yeah.
But we finished every race. We showed up at every race. We just did the best we could, you know? Eventually it comes together.
That's outside of racing too. That's for
No, that's life.
everything.
I mean, that's a life lesson
Yeah,
for sure.
That was beautifully put.
Teresa Porter over here
Yeah.
saying,
She's
hey,
cool.
what's up, dudes?
She's cool.
Dan McGinnis says, hey.
guy's
You know
cool.
Dan, right?
Yeah.
Fellow Spider guy. Do you still have your Spider?
I do.
You do, okay. Do you still have the 992?
I do.
Okay.
For a little while.
Oh, really? David Steele says, yes. Oh, David Steele's right around the corner.
Yeah.
That's a good dude right there. Looking forward to this one. Well,
He's a good
I
person,
I
too.
hope we delivered. These are a little old from earlier. Cup car sweet, but keep it old school at the track with red car. Make jaws drop. Got to keep.
Oh god, gotta keep the air-cooled legends alive.
We'll put the car back together.
You drove. What the heck? I was just going to say, you drove Michael Dolphin's
Yeah,
race
he's been
car
here.
Yes,
for
I
a
did.
little bit.
If you go to my YouTube channel, you can see the lap out Streets of Willow in this car.
So, is the engine trans available from the Ether car?
Oh,
Yes.
Yes, it is.
Yes, it is, Michael.
Actually,
Dolphin.
probably the whole car is available. As you know, you could probably pull some parts off of it.
Is that 77 3.0 the one that you drove?
Yes, it is.
And what was the deal there? Why were you driving that car?
So it's a known thing with that car that Michael doesn't let many people drive it, and he always wanted to see me drive it and see what I could do with it. So for a PCA day at Streets of Willow, we took it out there and just got to let it, you know, rip it on track.
Was that
That's awesome.
that wasn't the first air-cooled 911 you'd ever driven, or was it?
It was.
Wow.
I first drove it
so
on
that
the-
car is very sorted. I've driven that car.
Yeah,
They're not all like that.
exactly.
You got to like spend a lot of money to get somebody to build a car like that.
Just time.
Oh,
It was funny. It was the first time I drove
Spam
it.
risk.
The first time I
Should we
drove
get
it
it?
was on the street. And driving that car on the street, I was like, "Oh my gosh, this is rough." And then I took it on track, and I was like, "Oh man, this is proper."
So I only drove it up at the Crest, and so super smooth.
Yeah,
The Crest is like the Nürburgring.
it is.
You know, if you design a car to only run up there, it's not going to be so great on the street.
it's so true.
So it makes sense.
Yeah.
But on the track, what do you got? Got it?
Found the photo.
Oh,
of
nice.
Nicole's name.
And this
Oh
is
my God.
before or after?
This
Doesn't
is after the Road Atlanta crash, and you'll see.
Wow.
Oh, so everything. So
Perfect.
the car is actually totaled here, but the roof is fine.
Roof is fine.
Wow.
And her name's on the roof.
Wow.
So
Thanks, girl.
Yeah.
keeping me safe.
I'm sorry if I'm making anyone sick. I'm making myself sick as I.
Yeah.
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 That's super cool. We need vomit bags for the podcast. It's my nephew.
Uncle Michael.
Oh, I love that. Let's see. Michael Christopher, that's so awesome, bro. What's up, Michael Christopher? Met him at the Goonies weekend. Very cool. Great steps you may end up will lead to a great future. 20? Damn. Brian Mayfield is, you probably know him from Breakfast Club. Photographer. So much ahead of him, and he's already done so much. That was her. I've coached Joey. He is incredibly analytical. I agree. You get the metrics of it all. You get the ones and zeros of how to work all that. I'm too old for that shit. How does that go for you? Does that come easy? Is that part of what you enjoy about it?
I enjoy
sorry,
it. I'm inherently an analytical person, and racing's all about the details. I would say one of my weaknesses is actually being a little too analytical, and the fact that like I can dig into stuff and realize sometimes you just got to go out there and drive.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's the truth. He's a great kid now, young man. Okay, and the last one I have right here is looks amazing. Okay, good. You've got one more race weekend, but September? Is that a long way away?
It kind of is. I mean, I'm going to be traveling a bunch before then, though. I'm going to be at Laguna Seca for Monterey Car Week with the Mazda Heritage Collection. Just kind of helping about there. So we're going to be bringing the 787, the RX-7 GTO.
All I hear is noise. Just
big rotary cars. It's going to be great.
Sorry,
No, I'm the same way. But Miatas I love.
They're cool. They're freaking awesome. They're just.
We will have the loudest cars at Laguna Seca
Yes, you will.
in August. Like, no one will beat us.
That's why they're complaining when they move in those houses over there.
Exactly.
So that's true. I was when I was at Lime Rock last on my last GTA, the Grand Tour, it was Miata Con. Miata Con.
Yeah.
And at Lime Rock, they don't run on Sundays because the neighbors are all too close and the noise is whatever. So this was a Saturday, and it was very loud. There was all these little cars, and everyone's so friendly and so nice, and they're all helping each other. It's a very communal environment.
It's like a swarm of bees.
And then all the cars go out there, and
a blue cloud rises.
Yeah, it was funny. It was funny because every other time I'd been there, it's 911s and all sorts of different cars. And testing days, you get everything. And it seemed like the Miatas were among the louder cars.
They are. You know, as Mazda says, there's no car on any given weekend. There's no car raced around the world more than a Mazda MX5.
Is that true?
That
just because there's so many made?
Well,
or just there's so many in racing?
There's so many in racing anywhere around the world, you know, and obviously here in the U.S., Spec Miata is the most popular class out there.
Wow.
And yes, they are very loud cars because they're literally straight piped, and it's this old engine, 1980s, 90s technology. So they're not trying to go for, fuel efficient, noise saving. It's like loud.
Just get it out, get the air out.
Exactly.
That makes sense. All right.
Boxster spec cars are pretty damn loud too.
Those are loud too.
They're piercingly loud.
Same thing, straight pipe.
2.5 liter trash mobile, man. And I mean, don't get me wrong, it's a great race car, but they are just the loudest and slowest things on the track at a POC event.
That's so true. I'm actually going to be race engineering it for POC at Laguna Seca right after Car Week.
Really?
So I'm excited for that. I've never really been much around the spec Boxster cars, so that's going to be fun.
Get your earplugs.
Exactly.
I just think you first started driving the Crest in a Boxster. I can't wait to see you racing a Boxster someday.
Well, I'm hoping I can get behind the wheel, but we'll see.
Just saying. One day.
Well.
One day.
It's just a matter of time, really.
David Bird says that Goonies weekend was quite the event. Hope to be there next year. Yes, absolutely. Hell of a time. Made some lifelong friends. RX-7 is badass. I happen to agree with that. I like the fourth generation, whatever that last one was. It's so good looking. Twin turbo, 255 horsepower, big center tack with a nice chrome rim around it. Design-wise, I loved that
Those
car.
cars were quick in my neighborhood.
Yes.
They were quick.
And now, anytime they're quick, there's a giant cloud of black smoke behind
Well, that's
them.
what I'm saying, it's just all oil burners, man.
We have done the time here, everybody. Joey, you got here late because you were at the dentist.
Oh.
Yeah, I was at the dentist while we got the good smile.
Yeah, good job.
But then went to pick up cars in the Stiglette fleet.
Cheeser over here.
Gotta promote him.
No, it's good, man.
I need a dentist sponsor, so.
We'll
take
you
every
know what?
sponsor we
Let's
can
do
get.
that. Nicole always said we should do that too. She's like, why don't we get dentist smiles?
Invisalign, man.
Exactly.
They got the money.
Yeah, I just spent a fortune on my mouth.
You did? Oh,
Heyo.
yeah.
No plug today? You would like to That was hilarious.
Jay,
Oh my
your
God.
face was perfect.
On the
Let's
previous
make them
episode, every
uncomfortable.
time she'd say something like that, if you'd like to book a personal one-on-one session with our doctor, you go to thepleasureproducer.com.
There's your plug.
That's right. Thank you.
Well,
Let's see. Marco Gerace, you've got Gerace?
You got it right the first
Gerace
time.
is how you
Don't
say it, right?
overthink it, man. Just ride with it.
Is the TLG? Just stay tuned to TLG. Keep getting your car serviced. How easy is it to get your car serviced at TLG? Are you taking new clients right now? Because I know I'm sending people there all the time,
it's
but
complicated. There's only 2 of us doing the work right now, and so I can only take what I can handle.
okay.
We're running a 12 to 14 week backlog. I'm not putting it on a calendar anymore because today a car comes in with 3 things on the list, and then the guy gives me 10 others.
Yeah.
So like I can't plan for that, man. And it's a 356, so you know it's going to take too much time. So anyway, it's like I'll take a name, put it on a list, call you when your name comes up.
Okay.
If you need something, great. If you don't, okay, fine.
There have been a
That's a
couple
lot of
people from Breakfast Club who have mentioned to me that they spoke to you and that you were able to, finagle things, and
Great.
and they were very appreciative.
I do what I can.
Yes.
It's the best I can offer. you
Yeah,
know?
that's why I said I go.
I'm not
You
going to put
never know.
myself into a coma or whatever. I'm not going to kill myself.
No, and it's a
Try
case by
that.
case basis. I said you can't expect that every time, but he'll do whatever he can. I guarantee
I
that.
always want to help. I mean, the hardest thing for me to do is say no. I want to say yes.
Yeah.
Like it kills me to tell someone I can't help them.
Can't help you. Go somewhere else.
Well, I'm not that guy. Like I want to fix it. Number 1, because I like a challenge. Number 2, because I want to help.
Yeah.
But I can only do so much. There's only so many hours in the day. There's only so much time that we're there, and these things take time.
Yeah.
It's that simple.
And they are very durable. Okay. What are we talking about now? Is that
He's
her
probably
mouth?
nah.
That was great Invisalign for the win, and the comment after. I think it is.
I think he was.
No, he was talking about the RX-7s.
Oh.
Yeah, that's where we were headed.
Yeah.
Thank you. Sorry.
Was it pleasure?
But I'll tell you what, pleasureproducer.com.
If you'd like to
Fuck
book a
movies
one-on-one
coming
session
soon.
with Ariel, it's pleasureproducer.com.
That's right. I actually don't take one-on-one sessions right now, but I will for viewers of this show.
Oh.
I will open
So
up
that's
my
the same
books for
thing. It's the
that.
same thing as TLG. You got to
That's
know
right.
somebody to get in there.
You gotta know somebody.
It's nice. All right, let's see. Marco Gerace, TLG, all sorts of things happening there. We'll check back in a few months and see how it's going.
Yeah.
Joey, the Stiglette, Andrews, what do we do with you? You sounds like you're just on a hell of a journey, and I just love watching it.
Yeah, I was going to say one exciting part this year, and I realized I forgot to bring it up with me, but we do have the Team Stiglette shirts, which I'll have to plug a photo of.
Sure.
That says, "My friend is a race car driver," and if you'd like to get one of those,
Did I have your phone still? Did I give it back?
I have it.
Okay.
I'll have to dig
Show
the
us
photo
the
up somewhere.
shirt.
But you can get those and help support my journey. Get your name on the car as well
I
at
love
thestiglette.com.
Oh, that's awesome. Thestiglette.com. And then speaking of which, while we're doing that, there's LNP merch available as well. Pete on camera too. There's LNP merch available as well, and that's through the YouTube page, I guess. There's a different link, but here it just says YouTube page. So if you're on YouTube, look for the shirts and
So
stuff.
I've got a photo of my friend Roland modeling here, and you can see we've got McQueen Racing, Mazda Motorsports, Team
Oh yeah,
Stiglette.
that's right. So McQueen Racing is involved
Where is
with
it?
your car. Whoops,
That's
baby.
cool.
There we go.
That's on me.
Yeah, we can't see it.
Yeah, no,
You're on-
sorry.
Come on, Jay.
Sorry,
Google
everybody.
all the websites to share.
So, there it is.
Oh, I love that.
Motion sickness was sitting
I'm
still.
sorry. It is. It's awful. It's awful. We're going to figure out better ways to do all of this. But that's a great shirt. So thestiglette.com.
Stiglette.com. Or
Did
just
your
come.
mom run all that?
No, we do it together.
Oh,
So if you want to get one of the shirts, come see me or head to thestiglette.com, fill out the form, and join the journey.
join the journey. I love that.
Brought to you by Invisalign.com.
Oh, boy. If you'd like to book a one-on-one session,
With Invisalign? Oh,
Hey,
sorry.
I've had
If you-
Invisalign, so that's close to it.
if you'd like to get a really good look at the results of Invisalign,
Without
book a
being
one-on-one
creepy about it.
session with Ariel at www.thepleasureproducer.com. All right, we're done, right? We've done all this?
Yeah,
Are we done,
putting all
producer?
the things in the chats.
All right.
This is-
Oh, there's a couple more things. Housekeeping here. Damn it. Also, digging the Mint Canyon on Marco's wrists.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good one. Smoking
spot.
tire, yeah?
It is, yes. First time I put it on the bracelet in a long time. Like, I got it with the bracelet. It came off immediately, went on the strap.
Right.
Because that under-the-cuff strap plug was pretty good. It was pretty good. I'm looking forward to the new one that he's got coming, the mother of pearl dial.
I agree with that, but whatever he just put out was very good looking.
The green
too.
one?
Yeah.
Green one's still available.
I liked that a lot.
Plug.
Plug.
Plus.
Well, how do you do that? Smoking Tire? Or where would you buy those?
I think. God,
Craft and
actually,
Tailored?
no,
I don't know how this works.
No. It's Notice.
Oh,
Go to
Notice. Okay.
watches, and they are available.
I like how you go. I notice.
I notice.
It's Notice.
No dust. Nodus.
All right. So Marco Gerace is TLG _auto.
You got it.
The Stiglette, right? On everything.
Stiglette on everything.
Are you plugging anything else? Other than your
we
shirts?
can.
Invisalign.com.
And Invisalign.
Yeah.
We're gonna get you a sponsorship with Invisalign, but
We're gonna work
this
it.
show.
Once again, Manuel Correa was not here, but just shooting still photography for the show, and we really appreciate that. Follow him on MC3 Films, and then obviously the pleasure producer herself over there.
That's right.
What do
Names
you?
and Classics, the pleasure producer. You guys know how to find me. Also, don't forget to sign up for the Gentleman's Drive, and if you would like to sponsor or volunteer, please do get in touch. Slide into the DMs.
I am going to be the lead car again.
Yes.
Yellow car will be the lead car
Yeah.
again.
Who
Excited.
better than Yellow Car? Come on.
I got a lot of compliments last year from the motorcycle people about what a good lead car we were. So
Yeah.
apparently some people just tear the fuck off. And then we did the Haggerty what's it called? The Greenwich Concours.
Oh, yeah.
The Grand Tour while we were away with Yellow Car on the last trip. And I was the lead car on that too, and we just took off. And it was 2 Gunther Works 911s and a what's the one from Top Gear where they made the name? A Koenigsegg.
Oh.
And the 4 of us, the Yellow Car in the front, just left everybody else behind.
Excellent
There were
work.
old Jaguars and Bentleys and all these other expensive, priceless, whatever.
Slow.
So apparently, apparently lead car is the place for us. But that was cool for me because those are all the roads I grew up driving on, and now I'm driving the Yellow Car that you built out here that had never been on those roads. It was super cool.
By the way, door latch is here,
Oh,
and the lock thing is here, and the switch is here. Like all of it's here.
I so excite.
Yeah.
A lot of things. A lot of things broke on
By
Yellow Car.
the way,
While we were on the road.
Adorable.
Well, yeah, but it's also been 10,000 miles without an oil change, so we're coming in for all sorts of service.
yes, sir.
Yellow
do.
Car thanks you and wouldn't exist but for TLG. So come on, here's another plug. Come on home, get your Porsche some TLC. Come on home to TLG. TLG Auto. Currently on Raymer Street.
Plug.
That's it. We did it, right? We're done?
We're done. We
Good
did it.
nights. Next week, we probably won't be here. It will probably be there will be a show put up, but it won't be a new show. It'll be, honestly, I'll tell you, it will be a show with Chuck Miller and my wife, Nicole. He was one of our first guests on this,
He had
whatever
the
this
best
was back in the
stories.
old days, and he has the best stories.
Had the best stories for sure.
And
We're gonna put that car back together, by the way.
you are?
Yeah.
Good, because I talked to somebody about it
Yeah, we're
yesterday.
gonna put that car back together.
Great. That makes me... Oh, Eric Williams. I was talking to him yesterday about it.
Yeah. We just have to connect towards the end of the month. It'll happen.
That's beautiful. That makes me very happy. And then our love to Paul Kennel, who next week will be going in for major, major, major surgery. And I'm not sure I'd be here without his friendship over the past couple years, so I really need him to get better. So we love you, Paul Kennel.
We love you, Paul.
That's it, right?
it.
We've said that's it 5 times. This is it, for real. Good evening. I love you. Please love one another, and we'll see you in a couple weeks.
Toodaloo.
Go just watch Gentleman'sDrive.com. Love
Put
it.
on the links.
So maybe we should use 40th anniversary of the movie that
Oh shit! Look at that.
Oh, well, of course. Yes, and you're on the 7th.